As a result of COVID-19, over the last 2 years or so, I've found myself with a lot of extra time on my hands. But it was only in the last year that I stumbled onto something that completely changed the way I use my time and think about the world around me. That was discovering the world of entrepreneurship. In this video, I want to share with you how I stumbled onto this way of thinking like an entrepreneur and how I think anybody can benefit from thinking that way and how it can lead to a greater sense of purpose and greater opportunities in your own life. Hey, nice to see you again. If you're new to the channel, welcome, I'm Jack. And it was in the beginning of 2021 that I first started this YouTube channel, and it started as a way just to sort of pass the time. But thanks to the decision I made to start this channel, I stumbled into the world of self-development and entrepreneurship, which has totally and radically changed the way I view the world and think about my life. And before you cringe and click away, because I know everyone's preaching about entrepreneurship and self-development these days, I just want to say straight away that I don't think entrepreneurship is something you have to up and quit your job and start a company of your own in order to be a part of. Yep, I said it. And I certainly don't think that's a path for everyone. I think everyone has their own way of operating, and it takes a bit of experimentation and exploration of different ways of operating to find one that really suits you, and when you find it, that's great. But entrepreneurship is something that I believe can help you no matter what walk of life you're in or what way you operate. And that's because I believe that entrepreneurship is a way of thinking. It's a mission to try and solve problems that are faced by you and other people. It's a way of trying to improve life by solving both global issues and everyday grievances. You can do it full-time or as a side project. You can do it on top of any of your studies or your full-time job. And it doesn't even have to make you money. Look at me doing this YouTube channel. I've been doing this for a few months now. I definitely don't make any money doing this, but I'm chancing my arm. I'm trying something new that I really enjoy doing and creating things that I would never otherwise do. Don't get me wrong, it's good if you can get paid to do the things you love and creating things and being an entrepreneur, but it's not a necessity. Now, if you're like me, you might be saying to yourself, I've definitely not got what it takes to be an entrepreneur. I'm not wired that way. Or you might be saying it's something reserved for like geniuses out there. They're super talented and motivated, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Even up to about a year ago, I probably held those very same beliefs about myself. I came from a household where my parents both worked in quite large organizations, quite traditional jobs, and everyone I knew and all their parents all had similar jobs working in big organizations, and nobody was working for themselves or being an entrepreneur or doing anything like that. So starting my own business or being an entrepreneur was just so far off my radar that I never even considered it as an option. But I had that illusion completely shattered for me, and I really hope to do the same for you. My epiphany came when I stumbled across an audiobook online that I thought sounded quite interesting and could help me pass the time. But this book ended up blowing my mind and completely changing the way I think about entrepreneurship and my general outlook on life. By the way, can I just say that I really hate that I just said blowing my mind. And that book was The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss, which was my very first introduction to entrepreneurship. In the book, Tim details a method for starting your own company and becoming an entrepreneur. In the book, Tim gives detailed steps as to how to create your own company and become an entrepreneur. He also talks about doing the same sort of thing as an employee, because the essence of entrepreneurship is solving problems and getting results. The reason this is so powerful and accessible by anybody is because we all have problems that we face on a daily basis that, if fixed, would improve our lives. From renewable energy to online shopping, dating apps and fast food, all of these are entrepreneurial ventures aimed at solving problems. If you can think of a problem that you encounter in your daily life, especially if it's something that you care about or are passionate about, then you've identified the potential starting point of a business. At this point, you may be asking yourself or me, Jack, why should I be the one to do this? Well, firstly, if this is something you're passionate about, then you have a vested interest in seeing the situation improved or solving the problem completely. Working on something that you're already passionate about can be tremendously exciting, and not only that, it can help give you extra motivation to keep going when things get a bit tough. Like take this YouTube channel for example, I'm really enjoying making the videos. and at times it's been really hard trying to get videos out every week, but I keep trying to do it because I do genuinely enjoy making these videos for you guys. Secondly, if you experience a problem, then it's very likely that someone else out there is experiencing that very same problem and would benefit from a solution that you provide. Helping others is obviously a hugely rewarding thing to do. It can give you passion and drive to continue doing that thing. It makes you feel good about what you're doing, and it can give you that extra passion and drive to keep going. The feeling of contributing towards other people is a fundamental part of our own happiness, and it's something that really shouldn't be overlooked in this process. Thirdly, you might develop new skills, or even better, meet like-minded people who share the similar interests to you. That's what life is all about after all, meeting friends, growing together, learning and adapting, helping each other live happier, healthier lives. I find myself thinking about that a lot recently, partly because I'm a huge nerd and because lockdown has given me a lot of time to think. No, but really, it's one of the main reasons I decided to start this YouTube channel. I wanted to grow a community of like-minded people and share ideas and help each other grow. Fourthly and finally, you can potentially make money off a business idea if you decide to take it that far. But like I said, I personally don't believe it needs to go that far. You can do it as a side project, decide to help people. You could even just start like a non-profit charity organization or something like that. There's no need for you to intentionally go out to try and make money from it if it's just something you want to leave as a personal hobby or just something you enjoy. If you're feeling intrigued by this, then I have a couple of really good book recommendations for you to check out right now. Firstly, and obviously, is The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss. I can honestly say that this book had me laughing out loud at some points, as well as shaking with excitement at others. Some of the stories and anecdotes in it are brilliant, and I would definitely recommend checking this out. Another great bit about this book are the comfort challenges which Tim gives you, which are basically exercises to get you out of your comfort zone. I've tried some of these and they are terrifying and hilarious at the same time, and they will teach you a lot about yourself and other people if you go ahead and try them. So maybe I can cover those in another video if you guys are interested. But yeah, definitely check out this book. Another book to read, which I checked out straight after the 4-Hour Workweek, is a book called The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. This book is about how we can apply the principles and strategies behind lean and agile thinking towards business and specifically to startups and entrepreneurship. But I also think these principles can be applied to the world of self-development and personal growth too. Thinking in terms of cycles of continuous improvement is something that I really become interested in because of my work and because of all these books I've started to read and self-development in general. So if that's something that interests you, I would definitely recommend checking that out. It's a really great introduction to that sort of thinking. I hope all of you watching this video feel even a little bit more inclined to think about entrepreneurship, or at the very least, don't feel like it's something that's beyond your reach. I honestly think it's something that we can all apply to our own lives in our own ways, no matter how small, and that we don't have to be a genius or gifted to do it. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to check out this video I made on how to start your own side projects. See you in the next one, team. Bye bye.